Question 1. What message will be found on a red octagon-shaped sign? A. Do not enter. B. One way. C. Stop.
The correct answer is C. Stop.
Question 2. At a crosswalk. A. You must yield to pedestrians. B. Pedestrians must yield to you. C. Construction workers must yield to you.
The correct answer is A. You must yield to pedestrians.
Question 3. A pedestrian starts to cross the street after the don't walk signal begins to flash. The pedestrian is in the middle of the street when your signal light changes to green. You should A. Proceed if you have the right of way. B. Proceed if the pedestrian is not in your lane. C. Wait until the pedestrian crosses the street before proceeding.
The correct answer is C. Wait until the pedestrian crosses the street before proceeding.
Question 4. An orange and red triangular sign on a vehicle always means A. The vehicle has the right of way. B. Slow-moving vehicle. C. Shoulder work ahead.
The correct answer is B. Slow-moving vehicle.
Question 5. To avoid traction loss on wet roads, you should A. Make abrupt turns. B. Apply the brakes firmly. C. Slow down.
The correct answer is C. Slow down.
Question 6. Before changing lanes or attempting to pass another vehicle, you should A. Check your blind spots and mirrors. B. Signal your intention before changing lanes. C. All of the above.
The correct answer is C. All of the above.
Question 7. You must yield to a pedestrian using a white cane or guide dog. A. Only when the guide dog is leading the person across the street. B. At all times. C. Only if a crossing guard is present.
The correct answer is B. At all times.
Question 8. When being passed by another vehicle. A. Brake hard. B. Maintain a constant speed. C. Speed up.
The correct answer is B. Maintain a constant speed.
Question 9. At dawn or dusk and in rain or snow, it can be hard to see and be seen. A good way to let other drivers know you are there is to turn A. Up the instrumental panel lights. B. On your parking lights. C. On your headlights.
The correct answer is C. On your headlights.
Question 10. Adjust your rear view and side mirrors. A. Before you start driving. B. Whenever you need to use them. C. Before you get into the car.
The correct answer is A. Before you start driving.
Question 11. You have stopped for a train at a railroad crossing. After the train passes, you should A. Wait for signal lights to stop flashing. B. Look for a second train. C. Both of the above.
The correct answer is C. Both of the above.
Question 12. When a school bus is stopped on the road ahead to load or unload children, you must A. Come to a complete stop until all the children have left the bus. B. Come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. C. Change lanes, drive slowly, and pass the bus cautiously.
The correct answer is B. Come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn.
Question 13. If your car becomes disabled while on the highway, you should A. Stop in the right lane. B. Park with all four wheels off the traveled highway, if possible. C. Stop where you are.
The correct answer is B. Park with all four wheels off the traveled highway if possible.
Question 14. If your vehicle has a two-part safety belt system, you should A. Use only the lap belt. B. Use both the lap and shoulder belts. C. Use only the shoulder belt.
The correct answer is B. Use both the lap and shoulder belts.
Question 15. Just like alcohol and other drugs, drowsiness can A. Help you to be a better driver. B. Make you feel better. C. Impair your judgment.
The correct answer is C. Impair your judgment.
Question 16. When driving under low visibility conditions due to fog, you should A. Turn on your high beam headlights. B. Slow down and use your low beam headlights. C. Increase your speed so you do not cause an accident.
The correct answer is B. Slow down and use your low beam headlights.
Question 17. If you are driving and a tire suddenly goes flat, you should A. Rapidly pump the brake pedal several times. B. Slow down gradually and not brake. C. Press down on the brake pedal as hard as you can.
The correct answer is B. Slow down gradually and not brake.
Question 18. Children on bicycles should be given extra space by motor vehicle operators because A. They do not have the same physical reflexes as adults. B. They are smaller and more difficult to see than adults. C. Both of the above.
The correct answer is C. Both of the above.
Question 19. You are approaching a green traffic light and traffic is blocking the intersection. What is the best thing to do? A. Partially enter the intersection to establish your right-of-way. B. Don't enter the intersection until you can get completely across. C. Continue into the intersection and wait for traffic to clear.
The correct answer is B. Don't enter the intersection until you can get completely across.
Question 20. Reaction time is slower after A. Drinking alcohol. B. Sleeping. C. Working hard.
The correct answer is A. Drinking alcohol.
Question 21. If a child is riding a bicycle near your vehicle, A. Beep your horn. B. Expect the child to be in total control of the bicycle. C. Expect the unexpected.
The correct answer is C. Expect the unexpected.
Question 22. If a motorist sees pedestrians in an upcoming crosswalk, what should the motorist do? A. Continue ahead. The motorist has the right of way. B. Wait for the pedestrians to cross the street. C. Pull to the right and go around the pedestrians.
The correct answer is B. Wait for the pedestrians to cross the street.
Question 23. When you drive through a construction zone, you should A. Stop to watch the workers. B. Decrease your following distance. C. Pass the construction zone carefully and not rubberneck.
The correct answer is C. Pass the construction zone carefully and not rubberneck.
Question 24. What should drivers do when approaching a construction area? A. Increase their speed to get out of the way quickly. B. Slow down, stop all wireless telephone communications, and yield the right of way. C. Honk their horn several times to alert individuals working in the area to their presence.
The correct answer is B. Slow down, stop all wireless telephone communications, and yield the right of way.
Question 25. If it is necessary to make an emergency stop while driving on an interstate, you should A. Sound your horn at passing cars to get their attention. B. Get out of your vehicle and flag down the first vehicle that passes. C. Pull off the road, turn on your emergency flashers, and stay in your vehicle if you can.
The correct answer is C. Pull off the road, turn on your emergency flashers, and stay in your vehicle if you can.
Question 26. What is the penalty for being convicted of illegally passing a stopped school bus? A. Driving privilege or vehicle registration suspension and a mandatory $300 fine. B. A 60-day suspension of driving privileges. C. A $30 fine and 14-day suspension of driving privileges.
The correct answer is A. Driving privilege or vehicle registration suspension and a mandatory $300 fine.
Question 27. Slowing down just to look at collisions or anything else out of the ordinary. A. Causes traffic congestion. B. Prevents rear-end collisions. C. Improves traffic flow by preventing collisions.
The correct answer is A. Causes traffic congestion.
Question 28. It is unlawful to A. Pass another vehicle in any marked no passing zone. B. Pass another vehicle over a railroad crossing. C. Both of the above.
The correct answer is C. Both of the above.
Question 29. A pentagon-shaped sign is A. Stop sign. B. Regulatory sign. C. School zone or school crossing sign.
The correct answer is C. School zone or school crossing sign.
Question 30. Hydroplaning occurs when tires ride on a thin film of water instead of on the road. To prevent hydroplaning in wet weather, you should A. Put on your cruise control to maintain a constant speed. B. Slow down. C. Move to the shoulder of the road as soon as it starts to rain.
The correct answer is B. Slow down.
Question 31. A solid yellow line on your side of the center line means A. Reduce your speed. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Do not pass.
The correct answer is C. Do not pass.
Question 32. When turning left at an intersection, A. You should always yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians. B. Oncoming traffic and pedestrians should yield to you. C. You should never yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians.
The correct answer is A. You should always yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians.
Question 33. Drivers turning left must yield to A. Overtaking cars. B. Oncoming cars. C. No one.
The correct answer is B. Oncoming cars.
Question 34. The proper way to make a right turn is to A. Signal, slow down, and get into the lane closest to the center line before turning. B. Signal, slow down, and get into the lane closest to the right curb before turning. C. Approach the corner in the lane nearest the right curb, but move over toward the middle of the street before turning.
The correct answer is B. Signal, slow down, and get into the lane closest to the right curb before turning.
Question 35. From top to bottom, the following is the proper order for traffic lights. A. Red, yellow, green. B. Red, green, yellow. C. Green, red, yellow.
The correct answer is A. Red, yellow, green.
Question 36. Temporary signs used in construction and maintenance work areas. A. Have a red background with green writing. B. Have an orange background with black writing. C. Have a yellow background with blue writing.
The correct answer is B. Have an orange background with black writing.
Question 37. No passing zone signs tell drivers A. To speed up slightly. B. That it is not safe to pass. C. To maintain a steady speed.
The correct answer is B. That it is not safe to pass.
Question 38. Any amount of alcohol in the blood may affect a driver's A. Right-of-way privileges. B. Judgment and physical coordination. C. Knowledge.
The correct answer is B. Judgment and physical coordination.
Question 39. Which of these statements is true about large trucks? A. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles. B. They all have air brakes that allow them to stop quickly. C. They are more maneuverable than passenger vehicles.
The correct answer is A. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles.
Question 40. Before you change lanes, you should check your mirrors and A. Never look over your right shoulder. B. Always slow down in your traffic lane. C. Glance over your shoulder.
The correct answer is C. Glance over your shoulder.
Question 41. The best thing to do if you become tired while driving is to A. Stop to rest or change drivers. B. Drink coffee. C. Open a window.
The correct answer is A. Stop to rest or change drivers.
Question 42. It is necessary to use your low beams anytime you are A. On a lighted street, B. On a freeway, C. In fog.
The correct answer is C. In fog.
Question 43. When you see an emergency vehicle approaching while using its flashing lights, you must A. Maintain your speed and stay in your lane until the vehicle has passed. B. Move into the right lane and drive slowly until the vehicle has passed. C. Pull over to the curb or edge of the road and stop until the vehicle has passed.
The correct answer is C. Pull over to the curb or edge of the road and stop until the vehicle has passed.
Question 44. If a truck or bus is making a right turn where you also need to make a right turn, you should A. Quickly turn before the truck or bus is able to. B. Wait until the truck or bus turns before you turn. C. Squeeze between the truck or bus and the curb.
The correct answer is B. Wait until the truck or bus turns before you turn.
Question 45. A sign with this shape means A. Railroad crossing, B. Warning, C. Signal ahead.
The correct answer is B. Warning.
Question 46. If a vehicle is equipped with airbags, A. Seat belts should still be worn. B. Seat belts do not need to be worn. C. Seat belts should be worn behind the back.
The correct answer is A. Seat belts should still be worn.
Question 47. Before stopping your vehicle at a traffic signal or sign, you should A. Press down hard on the accelerator. B. Check your mirrors for surrounding traffic. C. Set the parking brake.
The correct answer is B. Check your mirrors for surrounding traffic.
Question 48. If your car's suspension is bad, it can cause A. Vehicle control problems. B. Squealing brakes. C. Slack in the steering.
The correct answer is A. Vehicle control problems.
Question 49. You should drive on the shoulder to pass a car. A. If the vehicle ahead of you is turning left. B. Under no circumstances. C. If the shoulder is wide enough.
The correct answer is B. Under no circumstances.
Question 50. What should a driver do when approaching a traffic control signal that is not in operation? A. Come to a full stop and yield the right-of-way before entering the intersection. B. If the intersection is clear, the driver does not need to stop. C. Drive quickly through the intersection to get out of the way of other vehicles.
The correct answer is A. Come to a full stop and yield the right-of-way before entering the intersection.
Question 51. A driver must slow down in a school zone. A. On school days between 6:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. when children are present and where signs are posted. B. On weekends. C. Only during recess.
The correct answer is A. On school days between 6:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. when children are present and where signs are posted.
Question 52. This white sign means A. The railroad crossing is controlled. Continue at your regular speed. B. Look, listen, and prepare to stop at the crossing if necessary. C. Stop at the railroad tracks and wait for a signal before crossing.
The correct answer is B. Look, listen, and prepare to stop at the crossing if necessary.
Question 53. Which of the following substances can affect the ability to drive? A. Tranquilizers, marijuana, and sedatives. B. Cough syrups and cold tablets containing codeine or antihistamines. C. All of the above.
The correct answer is C. All of the above.
Question 54. No zones are areas around trucks where cars A. Disappear into blind spots or are so close that they restrict the truck driver's ability to stop and maneuver safely. B. Have sufficient space to travel behind the truck. C. have several car lengths between their vehicle and the truck?
The correct answer is A. Disappear into blind spots or are so close that they restrict the truck driver's ability to stop and maneuver safely.
Question 55. A curb painted red means A. Loading zone. B. The area is reserved for picking up or dropping off passengers. C. No parking, standing, or stopping.
The correct answer is C. No parking, standing, or stopping.
Question 56. When driving in work zones, you should A. Increase your speed to get through the zone as quickly as possible. B. Reduce your speed and be prepared to stop suddenly. C. Maintain your normal speed the whole way through the zone.
The correct answer is B. Reduce your speed and be prepared to stop suddenly.
Question 57. You should not start across an intersection if you know you will block the intersection when the light turns red. A. Under any circumstances. B. Unless you entered the intersection on a yellow light. C. Unless you entered the intersection on a green light.
The correct answer is A. Under any circumstances.
Question 58. Before returning to your original lane after passing another vehicle, you should A. Beep your horn. B. See both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. C. Flash your headlights.
The correct answer is B. See both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror.
Question 59. If you are driving on a highway next to a single broken white line marking, A. You cannot cross the line to pass. B. You may cross the line to pass and change lanes. C. You may only cross the line to change lanes if you are in the left lane.
The correct answer is B. You may cross the line to pass and change lanes.
Question 60. Within how many feet is a driver required to dim their high beams before meeting another vehicle? A. 250 feet. B. 400 feet. C. 500 feet.
The correct answer is C. 500 feet.
Question 61. A broken yellow line between two lanes of traffic means A. Both lanes of traffic are going in the same direction. B. Passing is permitted when it's safe. C. Passing is not permitted.
The correct answer is B. Passing is permitted when it's safe.
Question 62. To help avoid skidding on slippery surfaces, you should A. Shift to a lower gear after starting down a steep hill. B. Speed up to enter curves and slow down to exit them. C. Slow down before entering curves and intersections.
The correct answer is C. Slow down before entering curves and intersections.
Question 63. Which of the following are factors commonly contributing to traffic crashes? A. Exceeding the posted speed limit and driving too fast for conditions or circumstances. B. Getting adequate rest and staying alert. C. Scanning the environment and staying focused on the driving task.
The correct answer is A. Exceeding the posted speed limit and driving too fast for conditions or circumstances.
Question 64. For what distance should a continuous turn signal be given when making a left or right turn in a business or residential district? A. Not less than 50 feet before turning. B. Not less than 75 feet before turning. C. Not less than 100 feet before turning.
The correct answer is C. Not less than 100 feet before turning.
Question 65. If weather or light conditions require you to have your lights on while driving. A. Use your parking lights. B. Use your high beams. C. Use your low beams.
The correct answer is C. Use your low beams.
Question 66. When driving at night on a dimly lit street, you should A. Drive slowly enough that you can stop within the area illuminated by your headlights. B. Turn on your high beam headlights to better see the vehicles ahead of you. C. Keep the instrument panel lights bright to be more visible to other drivers.
The correct answer is A. Drive slowly enough that you can stop within the area illuminated by your headlights.
Question 67. There are oncoming vehicles to your left and a row of parked vehicles to your right. You should steer A. Closer to the oncoming vehicles than the parked vehicles. B. Closer to the parked vehicles than the oncoming vehicles. C. A middle course between the oncoming and parked vehicles.
The correct answer is C. A middle course between the oncoming and parked vehicles.
Question 68. When you are behind a motorcycle, you should A. Be ready to use your horn. B. Drive more slowly. C. Allow a larger following distance.
The correct answer is C. Allow a larger following distance.
Question 69. You should increase the distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead when you A. Are following a small passenger vehicle. B. Are being tailgated by another driver. C. Are driving more slowly than the posted speed limit.
The correct answer is B. Are being tailgated by another driver.
Question 70. When driving in fog, you should A. Use your high beam headlights. B. Use your parking lights. C. Use your low beam headlights.
The correct answer is C. Use your low beam headlights.
Question 71. If the roadway is wet or icy, you should A. Reduce your speed. B. Drive at the posted speed. C. Speed up.
The correct answer is A. Reduce your speed.
Question 72. Using a cell phone while operating a motor vehicle is considered a distraction because A. It causes the driver to be concerned about the cost of the call. B. It occupies the driver's hands, eyes, and mind. C. It is an activity that draws the attention of other drivers.
The correct answer is B. It occupies the driver's hands, eyes, and mind.
Question 73. When a pedestrian guided by a dog or carrying a white cane is crossing the street, A. You must always yield the right of way. B. You must tell them where to cross the street. C. You only have to yield the right of way if you are at a corner.
The correct answer is A. You must always yield the right of way.
Question 74. Check your rearview mirrors. A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind you. B. To see if a vehicle is in your blind spot. C. Only when you are slowing down.
The correct answer is A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind you.
Question 75. When you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving A. At or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. B. 5 to 10 miles per hour slower than the speed of traffic on the freeway. C. The posted speed limit for freeway traffic.
The correct answer is A. At or near the speed of traffic on the freeway.
Question 76. A broken yellow line beside a solid yellow line indicates that A. Passing is permitted from the lane next to the solid yellow line. B. Passing is not permitted from either direction. C. Passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken yellow line.
The correct answer is C. Passing is permitted from the lane next to the broken yellow line.
Question 77. An individual's driving privileges may be suspended under which of the following conditions? A. 3 reckless driving offenses in 12 months. B. Drag or street racing. C. The individual is over the age of 21 and has been convicted of illegally transporting alcohol twice in 12 months.
The correct answer is C. The individual is over the age of 21 and has been convicted of illegally transporting alcohol twice in 12 months.
Question 78. When passing on the left of a vehicle, it is safe to move back into the right lane. A. After about 3 seconds. B. When you can no longer see the vehicle over your right shoulder. C. When you can see the front of the vehicle in your rearview mirror.
The correct answer is C. When you can see the front of the vehicle in your rearview mirror.
Question 79. You are involved in a minor collision at an intersection. There are no injuries, and there is very little vehicle damage. You should A. Leave your vehicle in the traffic lane until law enforcement arrives. B. Move your vehicle out of the traffic lane, if possible. C. Not move your vehicle for any reason.
The correct answer is B. Move your vehicle out of the traffic lane if possible.
Question 80. If you approach a flashing red traffic light, you A. Are traveling in the wrong direction. B. Must treat the intersection as if it is controlled by a stop sign. C. May not proceed until it changes to green.
The correct answer is B. Must treat the intersection as if it is controlled by a stop sign.
Question 81. When driving at night, you should A. Always use your high beams. B. Look directly at the headlights of an oncoming vehicle. C. Increase your following distance.
The correct answer is C. Increase your following distance.
Question 82. When passing, you should move back into the right lane when A. You are one vehicle length ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. C. You are 50 feet ahead of the passed vehicle.
The correct answer is B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror.
Question 83. When a school bus is stopped ahead on your side of the road with its red lights flashing, you must A. Slow to a speed no faster than 10 miles per hour. B. Stop until the lights stop flashing. C. Change lanes and pass cautiously.
The correct answer is B. Stop until the lights stop flashing.
Question 84. You should use your horn when A. Another vehicle is in your way. B. It may help prevent a collision. C. Another driver makes a mistake.
The correct answer is B. It may help prevent a collision.
Question 85. You must obey instructions from school crossing guards. A. At all times. B. Only during school hours. C. Unless you do not see any children present.
The correct answer is A. At all times.
Question 86. When driving in fog, it is best to drive with A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights. C. Four-way flashers.
The correct answer is B. Low beam headlights.
Question 87. When you are facing a green light and there are pedestrians in the intersection, A. You must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. B. You have the right-of-way over pedestrians. C. Pedestrians must wait for you to cross.
The correct answer is A. You must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians.
Question 88. If you can see that the roadway up ahead is covered by heavy smoke, you should A. Turn on your four-way flashers and continue. B. Reduce your speed, move as far to the right as possible, and stop off the roadway. C. Turn on your high beam headlights and continue.
The correct answer is B. Reduce your speed, move as far to the right as possible, and stop off the roadway.
Question 89. At a school crossing sign, you should A. Always stop, whether there is a stop sign or not. B. Watch for children and be ready to stop. C. Always sound your horn when you see children.
The correct answer is B. Watch for children and be ready to stop.
Question 90. Vehicles stopped behind a school bus with its red lights flashing must remain stopped until A. All students are off the bus. B. The stop arm is retracted. C. The stop arm is retracted and the bus resumes motion.
The correct answer is C. The stop arm is retracted and the bus resumes motion.
Question 91. Driving more slowly than surrounding traffic is A. A good idea if the weather is bad. B. Appropriate if you don't know the speed limit. C. Often a hazard because other drivers may become frustrated and try to pass you.
The correct answer is C. Often a hazard because other drivers may become frustrated and try to pass you.
Question 92. What is the only effective way to remove alcohol from the body? A. Drink strong coffee. B. Wait. C. Take a cold shower.
The correct answer is B. Wait.
Question 93. When stopping on snow or ice, drivers who are operating vehicles equipped with an anti-lock braking system, ABS, should A. Pump the brakes. B. Press and hold the brake pedal firmly. C. Stay off the brakes and wait for the car to drift to a stop.
The correct answer is B. Press and hold the brake pedal firmly.
Question 94. Blue traffic signs offer information on A. Motorist services. B. Construction and maintenance. C. Mileage information, such as distances to specific locations.
The correct answer is A. Motorist services.
Question 95. Water on the road can cause a vehicle to hydroplane. Your car may hydroplane at speeds as low as A. 45 miles per hour. B. 35 miles per hour. C. 40 miles per hour.
The correct answer is B. 35 miles per hour.
Question 96. Signs with orange backgrounds are A. General warning signs. B. Construction and maintenance warning signs. C. Regulatory signs.
The correct answer is B. Construction and maintenance warning signs.
Question 97. To help others see you when daylight begins to fade, you should use your A. Parking lights. B. Low beam headlights. C. Emergency flashers.
The correct answer is B. Low beam headlights.
Question 98. You must yield the right-of-way to an emergency vehicle that is using its siren and flashing lights by A. Driving as closely to the right edge of the road as possible and stopping. B. Moving into the right lane and driving slowly until it has passed. C. Stopping immediately, even if you are within an intersection.
The correct answer is A. Driving as closely to the right edge of the road as possible and stopping.
Question 99. At intersections with a yield sign, you must A. Yield the right-of-way to cross traffic that is near enough to cause conflict. B. Yield the right-of-way only to vehicles on your right. C. Always slow down and proceed without stopping.
The correct answer is A. Yield the right-of-way to cross traffic that is near enough to cause conflict.
Question 100. Which of the following driving skills are affected by the use of alcohol and/or drugs? A. Alertness. B. Coordination. C. Both of the above.
The correct answer is C. Both of the above.
Question 101. Driving under the influence of any medication which impairs your driving is permitted. A. Under no circumstances. B. If you don't feel drowsy. C. If it is prescribed by a physician.
The correct answer is A. Under no circumstances.
Question 102. A diamond-shaped sign means A. Yield. B. Stop. C. Warning.
The correct answer is C. Warning.
Question 103. When you approach an octagonal sign, you must A. Slow. B. Stop. C. Turn.
The correct answer is B. Stop.
Question 104. You may cross double yellow lines to pass another vehicle if the A. Vehicle in front of you moves to the right to let you pass. B. Yellow line next to your side of the road is broken. C. Yellow line next to the opposite side of the road is broken.
The correct answer is B. Yellow line next to your side of the road is broken.
Question 105. If you come to a railroad crossing with lowered gates and flashing warning lights, you should A. Drive around the crossing gates if you can't see a train. B. Come to a complete stop well behind the gates. Wait for the tracks to clear and proceed once the gates are lifted. C. Slow down and drive around the gates.
The correct answer is B. Come to a complete stop well behind the gates, wait for the tracks to clear, and proceed once the gates are lifted.
Question 106. How should a driver proceed if, while within an intersection waiting to make a left turn, the traffic signal light turns red? A. Wait in the intersection until the light turns green. B. Yield to oncoming traffic and complete the turn. C. Make sure it is clear, then back up from the intersection.
The correct answer is B. Yield to oncoming traffic and complete the turn.
Question 107. If a tire suddenly blows out while you are driving, you should A. Grip the steering wheel firmly, slow down, and exit the traffic lane. B. Pump the brakes rapidly. C. Brake hard and steer toward the right edge of the roadway.
The correct answer is A. Grip the steering wheel firmly, slow down, and exit the traffic lane.
Question 108. Which of these statements is true about drinking alcohol and driving? A. If you can walk in a straight line after drinking, it is safe to drive. B. If you are under the legal blood alcohol concentration limit, your driving isn't impaired. C. Alcohol affects judgment, which is needed to drive safely.
The correct answer is C. Alcohol affects judgment, which is needed to drive safely.
Question 109. At a railroad crossing, you must A. Watch for vehicles that must stop at all railroad crossings, school buses, trucks carrying hazardous materials, etc. B. Watch for multiple trains. C. Both of the above.
The correct answer is C. Both of the above.
Question 110. If you approach a stopped school bus that has its lights flashing and signal arm extended, you should A. Stop. B. Proceed at 15 miles per hour if no children are present. C. Proceed at normal speed, but watch for children.
The correct answer is A. Stop.
Question 111. If you see orange construction signs and cones on a freeway, you must A. Slow down because the lane ends ahead. B. Be prepared for workers and equipment ahead. C. Change lanes and maintain your current speed.
The correct answer is B. Be prepared for workers and equipment ahead.
Question 112. You hit a parked vehicle and can't find the owner. What must you do? A. Call your insurance company when you get home. B. Wait for the owner to return. C. Leave a note with your name and address on the parked vehicle.
The correct answer is C. Leave a note with your name and address on the parked vehicle.
Question 113. Stopping distances and the severity of collisions. A. Decrease as a vehicle's speed increases. B. Are not affected by a vehicle's speed. C. Increase as a vehicle's speed increases.
The correct answer is C. Increase as a vehicle's speed increases.
Question 114. If you encounter an aggressive driver, you should A. Challenge them. B. Get out of their way. C. Speed up.
The correct answer is B. Get out of their way.
Question 115. When entering the interstate on a short entrance ramp where there is no acceleration lane, you should A. Immediately enter the far right traffic lane on the interstate and speed up to match the flow of traffic. B. Use the shoulder of the main road to get up to the speed of traffic. C. Speed up and enter the interstate only after you have identified a gap in traffic.
The correct answer is C. Speed up and enter the interstate only after you have identified a gap in traffic.
Question 116. You drive defensively when you A. Put one car length between you and the car ahead. B. Look only at the car in front of you while driving. C. Keep your eyes moving to look for possible hazards.
The correct answer is C. Keep your eyes moving to look for possible hazards.
Question 117. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles A. Driving in both directions may pass. B. Next to the broken line may pass. C. Next to the solid line may pass.
The correct answer is B. Next to the broken line may pass.
Question 118. When entering traffic after being parked at a curb, you A. Should drive more slowly than other traffic for 200 feet. B. Should wait for a large enough gap to get up to the speed of traffic. C. Should wait for the first two vehicles to pass, then drive into the lane.
The correct answer is B. Should wait for a large enough gap to get up to the speed of traffic.
Question 119. While driving at night, a vehicle coming toward you has its high beams on, making it hard for you to see the road ahead. You should A. Look ahead toward the left edge of your lane. B. Look ahead toward the right edge of your lane. C. Look straight ahead in your lane.
The correct answer is B. Look ahead toward the right edge of your lane.
Question 120. While driving on a roadway with a single broken white center line, A. You must stay within your lane. B. You may cross the center line to change lanes. C. You may change lanes only from the left lane.
The correct answer is B. You may cross the center line to change lanes.
Question 121. This yellow sign means A. The road ahead has many curves. B. There is a sharp curve in the road ahead. C. The road ahead may be slippery.
The correct answer is C. The road ahead may be slippery.
Question 122. When approaching an intersection with a flashing red light, you must A. Come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then proceed. B. Reduce your speed and proceed with caution. C. Come to a complete stop and remain stopped as long as the light is red.
The correct answer is A. Come to a complete stop, yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians, then proceed.
Question 123. When you see a flashing yellow light at an intersection, you should A. Yield to all traffic before crossing the intersection. B. Stop, then enter the intersection when it is safe to do so. C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully.
The correct answer is C. Slow down and cross the intersection carefully.
Question 124. When changing lanes, you should never A. Cross the center line in an intersection. B. Check your blind spots by looking over your left or right shoulder. C. Check for other drivers moving into the same lane.
The correct answer is A. Cross the center line in an intersection.
Question 125. When parking next to a curb, you should use your turn signals. A. Only when pulling away from the curb. B. When pulling next to, but not away from, the curb. C. When pulling next to or away from the curb.
The correct answer is C. When pulling next to or away from the curb.
Question 126. You should yield to a pedestrian. A. Only if they are in a crosswalk. B. At all times, even if the pedestrian is not obeying traffic laws. C. Only if the traffic lights are in the pedestrian's favor.
The correct answer is B. At all times, even if the pedestrian is not obeying traffic laws.
Question 127. You want to turn left at an upcoming corner. Yield the right-of-way to A. Oncoming vehicles also turning left. B. All approaching vehicles. C. Pedestrians on the sidewalk waiting for a walk signal.
The correct answer is B. All approaching vehicles.
Question 128. Work zone barriers, drums, cones, and signs are used to A. Make drivers angry about slow traffic. B. Inconvenience drivers. C. Keep traffic out of hazardous work zones.
The correct answer is C. Keep traffic out of hazardous work zones.
Question 129. If your car begins to skid out of control, you should A. Pump the brakes. B. Apply the brakes lightly. C. Stay off the brakes.
The correct answer is C. Stay off the brakes.
Question 130. Which of the following is most likely to be slippery in cold weather after snow or rain? A. A hilly, open road. B. A residential road. C. A road in a shaded area.
The correct answer is C. A road in a shaded area.
Question 131. When a bicyclist is making a left turn, A. They may use the left lane. B. They may cut through all lanes. C. They may wait on the side of the road.
The correct answer is A. They may use the left lane.
Question 132. You want to park downhill on a two-way road and there is no curb. Which way do you turn your front wheels? A. Straight ahead. B. Right, toward the side of the road. C. Left, toward the center of the road.
The correct answer is B. Right, toward the side of the road.
Question 133. To avoid hydroplaning while driving in rainy conditions, you should A. Drive at a speed appropriate for ideal conditions. B. Apply your brakes as soon as your car starts to skid. C. Slow down.
The correct answer is C. Slow down.
Question 134. At a red traffic light with a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow if A. You first come to a complete stop. B. You wait until the light changes. C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear.
The correct answer is C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear.
Question 135. You are approaching an intersection with a steady yellow traffic light. If you have not already entered the intersection, you should A. Speed up to beat the red light. B. Reduce your speed and proceed carefully through the intersection. C. Come to a safe stop.
The correct answer is C. Come to a safe stop.
Question 136. If you are feeling fatigued while driving, you should A. Increase your speed to reach your destination more quickly. B. Increase the volume of your radio. C. Find a safe parking area to take a short nap.
The correct answer is C. Find a safe parking area to take a short nap.
Question 137. If you park facing uphill where there is no curb, set the parking brake and A. Turn your wheels toward the edge of the road. B. Turn your wheels away from the edge of the road. C. Keep your wheels facing straight.
The correct answer is A. Turn your wheels toward the edge of the road.
Question 138. A large truck is ahead of you and is turning right onto a street with two lanes in each direction. The truck A. May complete its turn in either of the two lanes. B. May have to swing wide to complete the right turn. C. Must stay in the right lane at all times while turning.
The correct answer is B. May have to swing wide to complete the right turn.
Question 139. You are on the freeway and traffic is merging into your lane. You should A. Make room for the merging traffic, if possible. B. Assert your right-of-way by driving faster. C. Always maintain your position.
The correct answer is A. Make room for the merging traffic if possible.
Question 140. When driving on the highway, consistently looking far ahead of your vehicle. A. Helps you keep up with traffic. B. Reduces the need for last-minute braking or turning. C. Allows you to spot upcoming police officers.
The correct answer is B. Reduces the need for last-minute braking or turning.
Question 141. When a train is approaching, all vehicles are required to stop within how many feet of the nearest rail of a railroad crossing? A. Within 15 to 50 feet. B. Within 5 to 10 feet. C. Within 10 feet.
The correct answer is A. Within 15 to 50 feet.
Question 142. When passing another vehicle. A. Pass the vehicle as slowly as possible. B. Drive at the same speed as the vehicle you are passing. C. Pass the vehicle as safely and as quickly as possible.
The correct answer is C. Pass the vehicle as safely and as quickly as possible.
Question 143. On a freeway, you should look farther ahead than you would on a city street. A. In order to see potential hazards early. B. Because it takes a quarter of a mile to stop your vehicle completely. C. Because it helps you keep up with traffic.
The correct answer is A. In order to see potential hazards early.
Question 144. Your license can be suspended if you are under 21 and drive with a blood alcohol level of A. 0.15% or more. B. 0.08% or more. C. Any amount.
The correct answer is C. Any amount. Thank you for watching. Check out our channel, where we have more tests to help you fully prepare for your knowledge test. Good luck on your exam.